Ciapetta with a wrap-up of the November 13th Board of Education meeting. We opened the meeting with students from Birchwood leading our Pledge of Allegiance, and Maplewood Intermediate School then singing the national anthem and a rendition of the United States song. As always, our students did a fantastic job. We then went on to recognize and express our gratitude to the first responders who serve our South Huntington community so well. In 2019, Congress passed a resolution to designate October 28th as National First Responders Day. These heroes, whether firefighters, law enforcement officials, EMTs, paramedics, or other frontline workers, take countless risks to keep our community safe. We proudly acknowledge and thank the Huntington Manor Fire Department, the Melville Fire Department, the Huntington Community First Aid Squad, and our local junior firefighter program for their service. Our first responders were greeted by remarks first offered by Birchwood Principal Dimitri Bernadelle and then Maplewood Principal Maria Colon, along with a special video message from our elementary and intermediate school students. Thank you cards were then presented by our students, and proclamations and certificates were presented by the Board of Education. We continued our centennial anniversary celebration with a presentation by Stimson Middle School. Remarks from Principal Mike Duggan and his administrative team were followed by a video featuring highlights from the High Hold Games, a series of gifts offered to the Board of Education and Cabinet, and a jazz choir performance led by Ms. Orlando. A tradition originating over 100 years ago, the High Hold Games were an important part of building strong ties within the community. Our students and families had so much fun at the event, with cornhole, pickleball, egg on a spoon relay, a flag football tournament, and more. Not to mention, they enjoyed apple cider and warm cinnamon donuts. The final part of Stimson's presentation was the first piece of a puzzle of an art installation that will be displayed at James Caden Administrative Offices. Each of our schools is designating a piece that signifies the unity of our district for our centennial anniversary. Finally, we then heard a report from Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education Amanda Kavanaugh on student achievement, regents, and advanced placement exam data and trends. Finally, we moved on to the new business agenda portion of our meeting, where the board approved a $1,500 donation from the Huntington Manor Fire Department and Alumni Association for the Wildcat statue. Also under new business, we approved 3 donations towards our Winter Wonderland event that will be held on December 1st from 12:30 to 4:30 p.m. at Stimson Middle School. Elliot Leonardo of Signature Premier Properties donated $1,000, Laser Industries donated $2,500, and Renew Contracting and Restoration Incorporated donated the amount of $3,000. Thank you all for your generosity and continued support for our South Huntington School District. Next, we discussed the New York State Education Department's regionalization emergency rulemaking. Regionalization is defined by New York State as a collaborative model for addressing student needs and exploring operational efficiencies, where districts can engage in conversations and partner with others around a variety of solutions. Examples include, but are not limited to, advanced coursework, shared staff, extracurricular activities, a range of subject areas, regional industry partners, and shared student support services. From what we understand, the timeline is that school districts are expected to complete a needs assessment by December 6th. This is a very lengthy survey that we have been asked to do and includes a lot of data that we were pulling from what we have already reported to the State Education Department. It also includes asking questions related to academics, culture, and different parts of our operational efficiencies. This will reveal our strengths as a district and where we may have some additional needs. Once submitted, our BOCE superintendent, April Propillo, will look at all of the different assessments and is tasked with creating one regional plan, which would include options for districts to participate in various programs based on interest. The board also discussed its concerns with respect to the emergency rulemaking, including the timeout and rollout of the plan and possible loss of local control. Accordingly, the board discussed and decided to send a letter to the State Education Department expressing these concerns. Following the board's discussion on regionalization, we approved an out-of-state trip for our girls' varsity cheerleading team to head to the Pocono Regional, which is a qualifying event for the National High School Cheerleading Championship in Florida. This request also includes a possible overnight field trip for that championship competition. Good luck, girls. The board also approved a number of agreements, including a memorandum of agreement for the Science and Technology Entry Program, also known as STEP, with Farmingdale State College. Farmingdale will provide innovative program activities designed to increase student awareness and essential information for careers in STEM and licensed professions. Our students will strengthen investigative and analytical skills, especially in science, through hands-on experiences in laboratories and research settings. Here are a few reminders for upcoming dates. An application to join either the Transportation or Universal Pre-Kindergarten focus groups are due by November 27th. Winter Wonderland is coming back to Stimson Middle School on Sunday, December 1st from 12:30 to 4:30 p.m. with free admission. We encourage attendees to bring any non-perishable food items to support the Wildcat Food Pantry collection. Come celebrate the holiday season and enjoy ice skating, story time, crafts, a petting zoo, free family portraits, music, food, bounce rides, and the lighting of our Christmas tree and menorah. Please join the Board of Education on Tuesday, December 10th for our next regularly scheduled Board of Education business meeting, which will be a very special meeting in which we will celebrate our official 100th anniversary of our district. A light reception with refreshments and a walkthrough of our art gallery and history of the South Huntington School District will be on display beginning at 6:30 p.m. at Walt Whitman High School, followed by the meeting beginning at 7:30 p.m. in the Performing Arts Center. Please then stay for special performances by students from our 7 school buildings. We hope to see you then. Until then, be well, South Huntington, and go Wildcats!